encourage everyone to attend. Trail Town, their inaugural hike, saw 70 people come out and participate. And Justin, if I'm wrong on some of this, just correct me. And looking at the outdoor classroom, the second hike yesterday had over 60 in attendance. Our next hike bike event is scheduled for October 26th on Dalton's Watch, or on Dalton's, and watch the Facebook page for the flyer. Is there anything I'm missing?
Not
Justin?
I covered everything.
Okay. So we've got some organizations that are working pretty hard to get things started. My advice to every organization we have, including Chamber of Commerce, is we all need to start working together. If we're going to go anywhere, we need to work together. Now, if we decide not to work together, then this council and myself sitting here will have to make some changes. But we're heading in the right direction. Let's just don't stop right now. Keep working together, and we'll have good things happen to the city of Paintsville. I need a motion for the approval of minutes. That would be the regular call meeting, July 10th, and the special call meeting on July the 24th.
I so moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approval of departmental reports.
I make a motion that we approve the departmental reports.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I need approval to pay the bills as presented.
I'll make a motion. We pay the bills as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. I'm glad for a change we can pay them, so
I am too. Me and you both,
I
brother.
like it.
Moving on to business, we need the second reading ordinance regulating sale of alcoholic beverages. Mr. Baldwin will go through that briefly with you.
This is the amendment to the ordinance regulating the sale of alcoholic beverages, providing provisions for alcoholic beverage control within the city, to specifically amend the section pertaining to the types of licenses issued, so as to provide for a special Sunday retail drink license in accordance with state law. The only section of this ordinance that is amended, we add section 15, special Sunday retail drink license. Annual license fee is $300. This license is available to holders of the following other licenses under this section. Non-quota type 2 retail drink license, which is the qualifying hotels and restaurants, and the non-quota type 3 retail drink license, which is the retail drink license, private club or dining car, limited golf course license, and caterer's license. This license shall authorize the licensee to sell on Sundays during the time period otherwise permitted by city ordinance any alcoholic beverage that the licensee is otherwise licensed to sell.
And I'll need a motion.
Make a motion.
I say.
All in favor? Gonna have a roll call.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Yes.
Tricia.
Yes.
Jim.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna be the no vote on that one, okay?
Sarah.
Yes.
Justin.
Yes.
Next item on the agenda is to set the motor vehicle tax rate for 2018, and that will not change.
We're gonna do the same thing?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll say the same thing. I'll need a motion.
Make a motion.
Second.
Is this a roll call or all in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item number 3, we need to appoint the members of the Code Enforcement Board. And of course, you all know we changed a couple of ordinances for this board that is going to give them just a little more teeth in what they need to do to clean this city up. And those members are gonna be Lynn Mullins, Jim Daniels, Jerry Clark, Paul Coleman, and Russell Lamaster. And once we approve those members, then it's my understanding, Virgie, at the next code enforcement meeting, then I will swear them in as members.
Do we not have a board now,
Yeah.
Mayor?
This is the same board, but we have, for
We
some
just-
reason, we have to,
Reinstate them?
yeah, we have to,
I didn't want
put them on
to.
the board.
I thought we already had a board.
Before, it was just an advisory board.
Is that all it was? Okay.
Yeah, but since the ordinance has changed,
Now they're
or
actually,
Mr. Baldwin, they're actually
they'll be able to hold hearings. and
The whole
issues.
So they have
hearings.
some authority and some power now, okay.
Some
That's
leverage,
fine.
more leverage on what they need to do.
That's great.
When do they meet?
It's
Last
important.
Tuesday at 5:30.
I wish
Last
I could
Tuesday,
remember
usually.
that. It's the last.
Last Tuesday of the month at 5:30,
Where, here?
City Hall, in the conference room. And I'll just need a motion to appoint those members.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Opposed? Resolution adopting and approving execution of municipal aid co-op program.
What is that?
Okay, this is municipal road aid.
Oh,
That-
okay, I got you. I didn't-
Evidently,
I
we have to do
misunderstood.
every year
Yeah.
to get our money from the state to lay blacktop or whatever we need. Do we need to read that, Mr. Baldwin, or just, they just need to vote on it?
So we need a motion for that?
You need a motion.
Make a motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? Now we need an agreement and resolution for the Transportation Cabinet, Department of Highways, and City of Paintsville to resurface Main Street. Ms. Kim, you want me to explain this, or do you want to try to explain it?
Yeah, you can explain it.
Okay.
Come on, Ken.
We applied for some additional monies from the state to do some extra resurfacing, and we are evidently going to get that. We just have to have approval from council to be able to receive that money. For bid purposes, if you don't mind, I would rather not give you the amount at this time in public, but if you would like to come by my office, I wouldn't care one bit to tell you exactly how much we are going to receive.
It's just for Main Street on.
It's
Yes,
just, what,
this
not
is
for this
for-
parking lot out here, we just,
No, no, necessarily, it's not.
Is that gonna start all the way up at the end, or
It's
that?
going to start just as far on Main Street as
That's what I mean, up to West Street all the way down? Huh?
You gonna start at
Bristol, that's what I was wondering, are we going to Bristol?
I was hoping they were gonna start on, up here, on this street.
And the way I'm seeing this, it's going to be a, I'm assuming the city council will have to sign this, Ms. Virgin? Ms. Kim, they'll have to sign the A's and the nays, or she can type it in, or I can take a vote on it, or whatever. You want to take a roll call vote on it? Yes, ma'am.
Just have a quick question. Is there a particular reason why you don't want to disclose this amount in public?
Because we don't know at this time.
Okay, thank you.
We just know that we are going to get some money, but we don't know how much at this time. We don't know if it's going to come in cycles, but we do know we're going to get it. Does that make sense to you?
Just a general approval, not specifics.
Yes,
And now this is just for Main Street itself.
yes.
Mine is not in hand yet.
No, it is not in hand yet.
Well, you need a
What do
motion.
you
I need a motion to
Approve
say,
it.
that's all I
Motion
need.
to approve this resolution,
Uh-huh.
adopting the execution of the memorandum agreement from,
Yes.
from Main Street.
That's good enough.
Okay, I'll make that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do the roll call, Bert.
Tim.
Yes.
Patricia.
Yes.
Jim.
Yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
And Justin.
Here, yes, sir.
Well, that's all we have tonight. It's open to council.
Well, about the parking, is, when are we gonna be able to do some more of the blacktopping? Are we in pretty good shape that we could do some of it, or? what?
Yes, I think we are, Miss Kim.
I'm sorry.
As far as blacktopping, have we not received one portion of our road aid money so far?
We just got just a little bit today in. Wasn't
Okay.
much.
But you are anticipating,
We should get more in
Receive
next
that.
month.
so September,
Yeah, we're supposed to get more in September.
Cause I think we need a little bit here and there and
Yes, we do.
everywhere.
There's some potholes there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some, yeah.
Yeah, there's some areas that need some addressed there.
but now I can promise you this, we will get to what we can now. And then once the extra money's come in, and then, you know, we can sit down as a council and decide actually who needs it more and where to put it.
I think that's basically what you was asking, sir, do we have any funds now that we could use, I think, you know? I
Yes,
guess
we
tonight
do.
some of the.
According to Ms. Kim, she's shaking her head.
You know what I'm saying, Kim, I think
We
that's what
really,
the question.
I've had people
Yeah, we do.
asking about it, and
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Yeah, like Tim said, we got some potholes, maybe not the whole streets, but at least some areas, you know, places. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but come back.
What is the status on Carter Lane?
Well, the status on Carter Lane is, I'm gonna read this letter to you, and then Miss Kim can explain a little bit more on it. They extended the period that we needed, it's called the performance period, for the Carter Lane, land site acquisition project. Your request indicates additional time is necessary to complete phase one, and engineering that's still underway. Now, we don't know yet whether or not that they're going to move the acquisition into phase one. We have a letter in requesting that. There was another letter in here, and Ms. Kim, if I'm getting out of bounds here, you just let me know. But one of these letters stated that that property, according to the core drilling, had moved 1 inch in 6 weeks. So we're hoping with that information to FEMA that they will move the acquisition process into phase one. But there is a letter into them to do that.
well, how far is it extended now? How much, I know it's supposed to start 8th or 9th of August.
It extended to January 10, 2018.
Oh, jeez. Well,
But here's the thing, it doesn't matter about this, if they can move the acquisition into phase one,
Right.
then we can go ahead and move it on buying the property.
Right, well, that's, yeah, but will they let us know before January?
Oh, yeah,
Okay, okay.
but they should, shouldn't they, Ms. Kim?
Yeah, we should know something. They talk like in a few weeks was what I was told. And that's the reason we need the extension of time, because if we put the acquisition, if they do into phase one,
Right.
they'll need the extra time. We'll have to have that extra
As
time.
long as we can pay them and they can get out of there, then that's number one, the priority for everybody, you know.
Well, I know one thing, Ms. Kim has worked her tail off trying to get it
Good, thank you.
put into that phase. So, you know, we're doing what we can, and I know it's hard to tell people to be patient, you know, when your house is sliding off the hill,
Yeah,
but, you know, we're doing what we can, as quick as we can.
can I ask another?
We sure can.
There was, in the minutes, that was in the car with Ronnie's, that's why I don't have it in front of me. But they said that, I was reading about the utilities, and maybe Bob Pack can tell me, there was, $117,000 for the Boca, for the Tays Branch project. Was that for the water and gas taps?
That's water, sewer, and gas.
All three of them?
all three.
Okay, okay. I didn't know if that was one specific or.
And with that, the completion date on that is October the 15th, correct?
Sounds right. And talked to the contractor this afternoon, actually, and he's expecting the manholes in this week. Once he's got manholes, he can go.
Okay.
I have a question.
Okay.
Well, I have two. One is on the restaurant tax.
Uh-huh.
Are we up to date with all the restaurants and businesses?
Yes.
Everyone is up to date on their fees?
As of now. Now, you had a business that went out of business. That, I don't know what we can do about that. We can ask Mr. Baldwin that question maybe in a private session. But as of now, yeah, we're pretty well up to date.
Now, my other question is city limits. Where does city limits, where have they been extended to in the area? I know it's been incorporated on out from where the signs are right now. Where exactly do we start now with city limits on 23 or 321, where does it end?
Okay, so you're talking about the city limit signs?
City limits in the guidelines, from my understanding, I was told we took into Highlands Elementary.
Uh-huh.
Then we go 1 to 2 miles, it's not city limits, and then it starts again at Auto Grove.
I can answer that real quick. We need new signs put up.
But how far out have we gone in the county to the county the city has expanded?
Well, actually, not out in the county. We actually took in an entire mountain. Is what we did. So you're talking about coming down 23 and then going to Highlands Elementary and then out in there. Well, essentially what you did was take in probably a couple of hillsides that come back over onto the properties. But we do need city limit signs put up in the proper places.
Well, since she brought that up, are you gonna go on with that or?
Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
No, if you got something, go ahead. You just mentioned signage and
Yeah, I just, a lot of people has asked me, are we city limits, are we not? And we just need to let people know where the lines are.
See, that gets confusing, but I understand what you're saying. What you need to show is your city limit signs where the city limits start on roadways. But it's really confusing.
Yeah, the best way to do it is with a map.
Yeah,
There are maps that set it out.
Yeah.
It's really hard to talk about it because they meander around. Just look at a map, that's all.
it's really kind of crazy. I mean, it kind of zigzags over ridges and down in valleys and all that kind of stuff.
Look
But
at a map.
we need city limit signs on the roadways.
Well, we don't own across 23, across from Highlands, do we?
No.
We just own on that left-hand side of the road. It's
Yes.
on the right-hand side, we don't own, we're not in the city limits at all.
No, like if you're going towards Prestonsburg, yeah, you're right. You're exactly right.
So it's just on the side that Highlands is on, and it actually, it takes in like where Bob Hutchinson's office and all the way past Highland School. I don't know exactly how far past through there. But like Bill Mike said, it basically just took that mountain that goes where Walmart is and then on down on that left-hand side of 23, down so far, but I'm not sure how far.
Those maps, Jeff, they're for public. I mean, you can come in, anybody's welcome to come in and
Yeah.
and look at the map.
I have, it's just
That's the best way for them to know.
the way that they work off of this, some of it is kind of.
See, me and you sit down and you was saying, well, can you show me this? I go, well, I'm no map reader, I can tell you that. All I know is it looks like an amoeba. It looks like something that just contracts and goes back out.
You had some way to put a map cabinet somewhere in the city on downtown and place a map in there to where you could log it up and just outline the city limits. People could walk in and look at the map and see where the city limits are.
See, Tom, for some reason, these people making maps put all these colors on there. And then the colors.
And they're big.
And then they put them squiggly lines.
I still don't know how to read a map.
I mean, that.
Thanks, man. Larry, you better be one of those.
You better let Tim come down and.
Put an index on the side, red is a hollow, yellow is a...
But they are hard to read, I agree.
They are.
Yeah, they are.
They are hard to read.
And And the-
Engineers are notorious for making it hard on you.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
they
are.
are.
I'll just tell you they are.
Another question. Sidewalks on Main Street, is that, when's that project gonna start?
That's a go, and we don't know yet, do we?
No.
The problem we got is we need Mr. Pack to help us out a little bit with that and let us know exactly where the I&I projects are gonna take place.
Okay.
I really would rather not even lay down a lot of blacktop. I'd rather patch here or there. I'd really rather not lay down a lot of blacktop until they can give us a
Well, that's
map.
true, because
You don't have to tear them up again.
Because what you'll be
Put it
doing
down, turn it back up.
And then we'll be doing it again.
yeah, you'll be wasting your money.
I agree with you.
I agree. Good deal.
Is the parking lot, is that, the big parking lot downtown, that's all free parking, correct?
The city?
Every bit
Yes.
of it is free. Well, we had some people today that didn't know that, so they kept driving around trying to find a parking place. And, because usually in larger cities, when you see a parking lot like that, they assume that there's going to be a charge for it. Could we have a sign put up? There was
We sure
actually a
can.
person that lives in this vicinity that did not
Yes.
know it was free. It was, it doesn't have to be anything ostentatious or anything, but just enough that if they come down Main, they can free parking there, just.
I agree with you.
Because some people really
Yeah.
don't know that.
Also, the stop sign right there on Church.
What's my next one?
Church
I think I know.
Somebody stopping for that.
Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street, I think
Yeah.
we just need to keep going straight. I mean, take that stop sign out, you have the stop sign over here by the
Well,
church,
we
you have the
never
stop
did
sign
have
right
it
there.
before.
Down
We got it now.
I'm gonna tell you exactly,
But I know what.
I'm gonna tell you
happened.
exactly what should be done,
Oh, yeah.
is your roads should be switched. Main Street should be running toward the plaza, and the other one should be coming back the other way.
Oh, that's sacrilegious, I swear.
I'm just telling you, that's
I don't think
exactly
I
what should be done.
can say it.
Several people have tried to switch it on.
I know, I know, and it probably would be better, but now, and so it's just always been that way all my life, I want to die with
Well,
it like
mine
that.
too.
Yeah, but I mean, I
I'm in this
understand,
stop
I'm just
sign.
kidding.
I run it all the
I
time.
know.
gonna have what you've always had.
It's a straight shot, you just need to do a straight shot up to the plaza area.
You'll get used to it.
Well, I'm getting ready, not getting
Well, I haven't
used to
stopped there yet. Yeah, I don't either.
Well, some people probably won't, but I can see there is more traffic now at that library, more than there has ever been. And I assume that it's like it's coming from three ways now instead of just the two that we were always used to. And I guarantee you there's been some problems there. I
Everybody
understand.
comes to that library, they
Yes,
leave, they
buddy,
have
and
to
they're
come
really using it,
downtown
yes,
to get out of town.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand, I can't, Ronnie, we almost passed it, I guess we did. We probably should have been ticketed.
It made me think about the parking lot down there. We were walking the other night, Earl and I, and that wall that's between those two parking lots, it's falling out. I mean, there's big chunks of it that needs to be addressed, you know what I'm saying? And I don't, can we take that wall completely out or is it necessary? It's just cement blocks.
Well, we probably could, but Regina has got a grant written, it's called a Brownsfield grant to maybe do something with that.
Well, it'd be nice if we could fix it up, or something, but in that little area where the Paintsville,
I agree.
that little hole back in there and that wall, it all needs to be something needs to be done to it. The garden club used to have their little place in there, That all needs to be, we talked about that there the other night walking. And, that needs to be kind of fixed up a little bit in there.
Yeah.
I hope we get a grant to do that.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yes, you can.
I just want to say it's been a pleasure to serve the city of Paintsville. I have a few reasons on why I'm going to resign. One of the first reasons is, Paintsville director. I just think it's very unethical for me to be taking part in this. So I think it's best for me to move out and focus my energy on Trailtown. That's all I have. I resigned effective immediately.
Well, Mr. Lewandowski, I'm gonna tell you this, we appreciate what you've done.
Absolutely.
A lot of people have probably criticized some of the things you've done, but I'm gonna tell you now, you've worked as hard as anybody ever been around.
Thank you. Phyllis. Appreciate it.
You bring a fresh perspective.
Thank you.
And you're honest.
You need that.
And
Yes,
you're
we
You
honest.
have to bring different ideas and values, and that's great.
Now, we're open to the floor. Anybody from the floor got anything? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I do.
Since you all are going to be doing Main Street, I would assume you will be striping the parking places. Could you take a little bit of that paint over to the mouth of Sixth Street and line that back up? It's
The mouth of what?
Sixth Street,
The mouth
Sixth
of it?
Street,
Yeah, the other end.
Or right
where you turn in and go out of Sixth Street. All the striping has gone on that section.
I can promise you this, we will get that done as long as the government will let us. Because for some reason, I found out about this job, that if you apply for any type of grant money, they stipulate what you can do and what you can't do.
Where are you talking about right now?
She's talking about, that's not the mouth of Sixth Street now, that's the turn off to where Rite Aid's at.
There's no
Where's
sign
that?
on there.
Okay, I'm sorry, that's not the mouth.
Yeah.
Where the mouth is.
Well, the mouth's somewhere at the mouth.
When you're turning into Sixth Street, there has always been striping there.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
there isn't any anymore.
Gotcha.
It has all worn off, and the city has always done it before.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know.
Well, I can promise you this, we'll find a way to get it done, one way or the other.
It would help a lot,
Yeah.
because there's gonna be a wreck there eventually.
Yeah, we'll find a way to get it done. I really don't like the way that's striped right now anyway.
There is no striping there,
Oh.
sir. I don't think that you are thinking of the same place I'm thinking.
I'm probably not. You
I'm
talking about
not
Rite
either. I
Aid?
don't think I am either. Okay.
I'm talking
You're not
about-
talking about up near at the housing authority itself?
Are you talking about where the housing authority
Oh,
starts?
okay.
No,
Listen,
Are you talking about 321?
Yeah, where it goes on.
where the car wash is, where you turn on to Sixth Street.
That's a,
Before you turn on the Sixth Street there, where you get over, you veer over into the.
is that not a state road?
No. Yeah.
Main Trail, it goes onto a state road, so it might be the state man that's doing it.
We're in the city, that is the city right street.
Yes, ma'am, but there are state roads within the city. 321's a state road.
State road.
I don't know how far the state right of way goes, but the state highway department controls the state right of way, and 321 is a state road.
Yeah.
I don't know how,
And just like the.
So you're saying
just like
that
the-
Sixth Street is 321 now?
321 is the highway. Okay?
I don't care about the highway. All I want is Sixth Street to have some turning lanes on
Right
it.
there, right.
You either go left or you go right.
As you're coming out of Sixth Street?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Or as you're pulling in Sixth Street. From 321.
Trail. In front of Rite Aid, on the right.
I'm just,
Just tell
I'll tell you what.
Joe's contact.
We'll have Joe Keith take a look at it,
I can take a picture.
and we will figure it out. We'll get it together. I can promise that. Anything else before?
Now, did you want to say something?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second,
Second, Ron, we're in the city.
stand adjourned.
Councilman Vasquez submitted his recommendation.
Well, no, that's not what I'm thinking.
Stand adjourned.